Hi everyone, how are you this morning? Well, I get my camera set up on make sure that I'm live on my computer so I can see where I'm going. You can look at this cake day, cake celebration stamp set that we'll be using. And let's see, camera's a little slow today, although we do have some sunshine out my window, so that's good. There we are. Sorry about the ring. Let's see if I can turn it down a little. Maybe that'll help. Try and get rid of some of that glare. Sorry if my arm's in the way. I think I would like a little more light. All these technical difficulties, you guys. Oh my goodness. And I apologize for not being here the last couple of Fridays. I don't know about you, but holidays are always busy, right? And between November, December, and January, I have 6 birthdays as well. And then extended family, there's a couple more. So, not excusing myself, but there's a lot going on. All right, let's get started. Camera's up, good. All right. So, we're talking about cake celebrations, and before I had made some with the actual cake, and happy birthday, a guy version and a girl version, so you can go and look that up. And today I want to talk to you about the extra bits that there are within this stamp set. And I just saw a couple of other ones that I thought might be good. So this is going to be, I have a card made, and then I want to kind of show you some other examples or ideas of what you could do. I am using Blackberry Bliss and Memento Black ink. So let's get those open. And if you would subscribe, I would love it on Facebook, and like and share my videos. And then also, if you would go to YouTube and help me grow my channel, I would appreciate the likes, the shares, and the subscribe there as well. So what are we doing? We've got a cardstock base, piece of Blackberry Bliss, and another piece of white cardstock, okay? All right, so we are taking little bits. I thought I would do happy birthday, although it could have been whatever you wanted to do. I've got my happy birthday loaded on my blocks. I'm going to set this aside for now. Also, if you want to do any shopping, if you have any questions, want some numbers or the colors again, just put it in the comments and I will get back to you. So the first thing I'm taking out of here is this little swash and these 2 leaves, okay? So I've got those loaded on my blocks, the little swash and the 2 little leaves. Now, you'll notice that I'm using white, purple, and black. So I want to spread my white, purple, and black between all of these blocks. I've got a lot of white on my base, so that takes care of the white, really. You could add some white if you wanted to. And the first thing I wanted to show you, let's see, is how to use the dies. Because if you've been with Close to My Heart like I was for the longest of times, you're used to running dies through your machine. But these dies are much closer to the image. So it does take a little practice. So the best way to do it is to stamp your image. And I've got a little piece of low contact tape. And I've got my stamped image, okay? And what you need to remember is that you're not going to see an outline like this. That's going to make it, hopefully you can see. Yeah, you can't see that. So we'll try and do this in the air. So if you're going along and thinking you're going to have an outline like this, you're not. It's going to be right up snug next to every, oh, that was interesting, pop, next to every leaf, okay? So you got to get nice and tight. I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to put this in there. I'm going to put it on my board, and I'm going to go cut it out, just because it's a big one, and I need to get the little one so I can show you. So pardon me while I squeak my table and run this through. And I didn't want to jiggle the table to death and give you a headache. Okay, so there it is. So I'm gonna take that off, and let's see how I did. My tape's getting pretty bad. So see, it's got to be right close to it. You can't have, for instance, you can't have the bottom part showing, the top part showing, anything. That's going to make it way off. So remember, really snug, keeping in mind the top and the bottom, and then put your low tack tape on. I'm going to cut out one more, just in case we need it. And one more tip to keep in mind with your machine is if I had a full-on straight edge of a die, I would make sure that in my machine I didn't have it going straight, I had it going cockeyed. So that way that straight die would not hit full force, because your machine will go ba-bum, ba-bum. I don't think that's too good for your machine. It can probably handle it, but it's much easier if you put it in on an angle and it just runs through and you don't get that ba-bump, ba-bump. Because it just seems like that would be really hard on the rollers, okay? And you can see that you can get fairly close. I could have probably got a little bit closer, but there is that. So practice makes perfect, guys. Don't think you can't do it, because at first I was like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to be able to do this. And how are my peeps going to do it if I can't do it, right? So I am getting better. Has taken me a little bit of time. So just, you know, practice. Practice with everything that you are doing, even if you don't use it. And if you don't use it, these little envelopes, because these are what the dies come in, but because I put a piece of magnetic sheet back here, I have this empty die envelope, and it still has the name and everything I need to know, but that's where I put my little extra pieces that I don't use. You can see in here. This is part of one of the cards that we did last week. Okay, enough about that. And also I like to add something on the inside. So I've got a little piece of that Blackberry Bliss inside. I think this is one of my favorite colors. I don't know why, I just love it. And I'm usually not a purple person. I like purple a lot. I don't wear a lot of purple. How about you? All right, so here's what I did. Let me get these out of the way. I like to have my workstation nice and cleaned off. All right, so I am going to take this stamp and I'm going to ink it up. Remember that they are very juicy. And I am going to do, if it had some water on it, if it has water on it, it'll beat up. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3. And I'm just going to repeat that again. You can pull it closer to you. My head's going to bonk. Hopefully not be on too much screen. 1, 2, 3. Okay? It doesn't have to be super even. You know, it's art. And that's what I'm gonna say. All right, so then the happy birthday, you can actually, because you've got these lighter ones, you could put it in the black or the Blackberry Bliss. And I am going to use, first I'm going to turn it around the right way. Yes, I make those mistakes. And I am going to put happy birthday on there. How's that? Kind of cute, right? And then, so just going to use these leaves. Sorry, my glass mat is really loud. I think I'm just going to use this one for now. And I am going to go in the black. Just looking over at what I was doing before. And I'm going to make sure it's nice and inked up. Put one there. It's better to make sure that it's nice and inked up. And I'm squishing on this one because it's not the squishy foam, right? I'm going to put one down here. Okay. It's a lot of ink to transfer, so like I was saying, it's best to get it inked up really good, set it down, and let all that ink from that solid image transfer, okay? So, on the inside of the card, I'm going to put a black little image there. Oop, I didn't quite get it. Okay, there's definitely ink left. Just huff it, put your moisture on it. Sorry, I have to pull it close so I can see. And re-stamp it. Ta-da! But the key is, don't wash this off and fill it with ink. You want to use the ink that you missed, okay? And then I'm going to take this one, I'm going to go over here, again, straight down, straight up, wash it off, dry it off, put it in some purple, add a couple more. Oop, I did it again. It happens sometimes. Hold on. See if I'm 2 for 2. A little bit off, but I think that's okay. So what am I doing wrong? Ooh, and if you get a bunch on there, it's better to wipe it off. I've got a card that's open, that's been folded, and I don't want it to get onto the card. So I'm going to turn it, and it's going straight down, straight up, getting all those little ones. There we go. So there's the inside. And now the outside, you can put this straight, you can put this at an angle, you could slide it all the way over to here. It's really up to you. Bring it all the way to the top and put a pennant in it. It is up to you. But how I did it was like, not like this. So we'll put this one down, since I didn't do it this way. A little bit of adhesive. This is snail. It's a very tough kind of snail. Here's another tip for you. I always look at this corner and this corner along with this corner and this corner to get everything fairly straight. And then I try not to put it down till I can look at it. Okay, like that. Same thing with this. Put this down, and you noticed I didn't put any here because I'm going to add some. And I don't know if I want to go underneath or on top. So I'm going to set that down. Oop, oop, oop. See what I mean? Just barely put it down so you can move it around. And I'm also lining it up on my grid paper or my glass mat. I might have gotten that other one that's slightly crooked. But it's a handmade card, right? Okay, so now I punched out a bunch of stuff. Bring that in. And here's, like I said, we got the white, the purple, and the black. So I did white, purple, and black on the images I thought I might use. Ooh, just mangled that one. There we go. Okay. And here's the two I cut. Now see, this one wasn't as perfect as this one was, but it's okay. All right, so what did I do? So I took a black one and I stuck it under there, and you got to keep it on the page. And then I put another one here, and this is where you just play with it. And then I put another one here. So you can go on top, underneath, whatever you want to do. And there, okay? And let me show you. And I added a little bit of bling. Let me show you the bling I added. It was this one right here. It's got some clear sparkly, black sparkly, and kind of a gold yellowy sparkly. And these are adhesive back sparkle gems, 161288. And what I like to do is I like to fold back the where it closes, you know, it goes around the front and closes. I fold that back on itself. I put it in upside down because this is usually up here, so that way I can get to it. And I just kind of lay it around and see what color I want. I could have done the silver ones, but I went for the black ones, okay? And let me show you the card. Here's the first one, and like I said, I kind of angled that one. Put this one straight up and down. And now I don't have a base to show you. Oh well. So I wanted to show you some different cards. I'm going to bring in some more stuff. I'm going to bring in some more options. So it's always best when you don't need the ink to get rid of it. Okay. All right. So here's the couple of cards I made, and you could just leave it like that too. But then I thought, okay, well, what else could we do? And so I did, hopefully you can see this. I did this one. So I just took this and put it the other way. And then I thought, okay, what else can I do? And great tool, pickup tool. Helps you to see what color you like and where you might want to put it. Let's see. And I had a diagram of what I did so I could remember. Okay, I didn't use this piece yet. I just did one of these and one of these and a couple down here, like so. So that would be a cute one. And the other one I did is I took two other stamps, these two, and these are the, let me show you on here, it's a little bit easier. These are the cake middles, if you will. You know, the frosting in the middle. And I did this one, just similar to this. So now you got this cake look kind of going on. And so I added one of these here. And I thought it might be nice to have, let me see, I'm trying to figure out what I did. And then you could put one here and here, like so. That's kind of cute, right? What else did I do? Oh, and then I've got one more that I hadn't done anything with. I just put the happy birthday. So this one is far apart, that one is far apart. This says happy, happy birthday, and your regular happy birthday. And then I thought maybe that could go there, and we could do some of these here, and just give us a little different look. Not to say that you couldn't double do it if you wanted. Nah, I don't like that. Okay. So what do you think of those? Anybody have any questions? No? Okay. So let's, like I said, then we could go around and throw these on wherever we liked. And that is what I have for you today. Let's see if I can make sure that you can see all of these. I like to clear off my area a little bit. Okay, so which one is your favorite? Oh, I guess I should add some gems to that one. Let's add some gems to that one. So if you look at this, it's kind of a elongated triangle. You kind of want triangles, and you can use either this part here, which I don't know if you know, but this twists, and there's a little flat spatula, and there's other tools that you can put onto this. And then this one has the little putty. Oh, I already took the lid off. I'm trying to take the lid off. Here's the lid. Goes all the way down. Comes off, and there's like this little putty stuff. And so, I don't want to mess those up, but I wanted to bring this a little closer so I can see where I want these. Let's see. So if you just push them, they'll come off. Ooh, let's put one there. And this is just flying by the seat of my pants, girls. And maybe a couple here. So again, think of your triangles. And I like to kind of group them around stuff. So, like that. Okay. All right, let's move that out of the way. And my question that I always ask, and I will put these onto card bases. I want to know which one is your favorite. If you would like to try this, to go and look at your stamps and say, what are the extra little bits? I mean, there was flowers on there, these little things. I could have done the candles. I could have done this little splotchy thing, but I did that last time. And then don't forget that the dies have extra pieces. Here's the frosting on the top of the cake, a cake base, couple of cake bases, all that good stuff. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which is your favorite? Hope you have a great weekend. I know I will. I get to go down south and see my girlfriends. And have a great day. Bye-bye.